Hey guys, it's everyone's favorite semi-aquatic mammal, Chaos Otter. And we are back to talk about probably the most controversial thing to hit Pokemon since the Mew glitch, where Mew was not under the car. But I'm not going to talk about it alone. Here with me is the biggest bully I know. I guess.
Is that my cue?
Who else is a bully?
I'm not a bully.
That is a lie. And you and I both know that that is a lie. Alright.
Okay. Where do you want to start with this?
The Right of the Island Challenge?
Sure, let's jump to that then.
So, this is interesting. This is interesting. So, Island Challenge Trials. All I'm gonna say is I like the, I guess I don't know what to call them because they're not gym leaders. So they have a name on here?
Not too sure. It says one aspect of the unique culture that has developed in the Alola region is the Island Challenge, an adventurous rite that involves traveling through each of the 4 islands. This event helps young people grow into fine Pokemon trainers. As the main character of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, you yourself are destined to attempt this Island Challenge. So, before, it's always been the Pokemon League Challenge, where you've had to beat the 8 gyms, and then you face the Elite Four and the champion.
Yeah.
This time, though, they've seemed to changed it to, what is it, Totem Pokemon? Or, there's trials or something you have to do, then at the end of the trials, there's Totem Pokemon. And then there's a grand trial at the end for each island.
Yeah, with, the Kahuna.
Yeah, so it seems like they've kept it so there's still going to be 8 kind of important battles to do, 2 important battles per island. I'm just not sure how I feel about this.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm excited because people have been saying for ages, change up the formula, not just 8 gym leaders. And they changed up the formula by making you battle 8 people.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but it seemed a bit strange how they showed it in the trailer with the Totem Pokemon for the first one we saw was the evolution of Yungoos, and that seemed a bit strange to me. That's probably going to be the first one you do.
Probably. Since, I think, because Yungoos is definitely on the first island.
Yeah. Young Donald Trump.
Yo. I roasted him in my other video. Roasted. Get roasted. But wait, click the gallery under Island Challenge Trials, because I don't know if this is just going to be battles.
Well,
because it says...
Thinking about Pokemon, that's usually the way trials go.
Yeah, but it says, I'm going to need you to find 4 ingredients for me. For Mallow, the grass one.
Yeah, I can see that. Might just be items in somewhere. Might be.
And for the fire one, your task will be to find the difference between the two. So it looks like there's gonna be 8 battles, but it's gonna be the Totem Pokemon and then the Kahuna thing. Because let me see what it says. To complete the Island Challenge, young trial goers must overcome the trials in store for each of the 4 islands. These trials are not limited to battling with Pokemon. They take on a variety of forms, such as finding items or completing tests of knowledge. You will not be able to accomplish them with ordinary methods. That's interesting.
Ordinary methods. Keywords.
The final trial on each island is called the Grand Trial. It's a Pokemon battle against the Kahuna who leads the island. If a trial goer succeeds in clearing this Grand Trial, he or she will be publicly recognized as having cleared all of the island's trials and can move on to the next island.
Pretty interesting stuff. It's good to see that they're trying to shake it up a bit, but
I'm just
again, I guess
confused.
Change can be scary, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, but I'm also huh? Pokemon, what you doing? Why you have to change? No one likes change. Alright, I'm on the trial captain's page now.
Right.
Eric muted himself.
Yes.
Each trial has a captain whose role is to provide guidance to all trial goers. All the captains are trainers who undertook trials in their own island challenge a few years earlier. That's kind of cool. I'm trying to think, who do you think will be first? Because, you know, each captain is on a different island.
Right.
So, most people would assume it's going to be Sophocles? How would you pronounce that? The electric one.
No idea. I've got very bad pronunciations.
Okay,
So
cool.
we can get this page loaded up, though. I'm having a bit of trouble here.
Pokemon website is getting too much traffic.
Yep.
Little website out here getting too much traffic. Too bad we're not using Skype. I would just screen share.
That would have been great.
Fucking Skype. God.
I mean, wait, we're on Discord. Fuck Skype. Hate Skype, man.
Yeah, totally.
Skype's so bad.
Yeah.
Discord.
Sponsor me, Discord.
Discord, I'll shit talk Skype whenever you want. Sponsor me. Lana is a captain who's expert with water type Pokemon. Oh!
Right, here we go.
So, I can't decide if they're in the order that we're going to challenge them, or if they're just putting them in this order to confuse us. Because the first island's, like, its name translates to the word yellow, and Tapu Koko is electric. So you would assume Sophocles is the first one. But for some reason, he just doesn't seem like a first island type of challenge.
Not too sure. He maybe is in the order, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Water first. Guess if you think about like the way the gyms have been laid out in other generations, like when it was Generation 1 at least, you had Misty, like the second gym for water, and then you had electric, then grass right after it. This time you've got grass and electric in the middle again. Then you had fire at the end, which seemed to be more of like a powerful, aggressive typing.
True.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see it in the same order it's displayed.
Yo, I didn't even think about that. See, this is why I like other people to talk to. Because I didn't even think about that. That is true. That is, like, the order that they went in. Yo, that means anybody starting with Litten, they might get body rocked.
Oh, true.
Oh, unless you don't have to battle Lana. That's also possible, but... Like, you're literally about to get rocked.
See, what I would kind of like would be a choice, and then like the levels just kind of change depending on how far through the game you were. But I don't think they would do that. I think they're going to make it a bit more linear than that.
Yeah, they're gonna have to,
Usually
because I
do.
feel like people are like, gonna get super lost.
Yeah.
Like, people are gonna forget to do a challenge and be really confused. They're gonna be like, why is the game not letting me be finished? What's still left to do? I know I would. And, like, I'm not even talking about children. I'm talking about, like, grown people, like me. Like, I'll be the dumb one that's sitting there, like, the story won't progress. What am I not doing?
And that's where you get that Rotom Dex to help you along. It's your travel companion.
Nah, I'm turning that off immediately. I'm kidding. I love Rotom Dex. I want to know more about the Rotom Dex. That's what I was hoping. Like, low-key, I just wanted Rotom Dex information.
Which one's your favorite out of these 4 trial captains, by the way?
So I said in my last video that I was a huge fan of Lana because she seemed really gender neutral, like Bugsy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I could see that.
But like, I think I like them all. Like, it's really hard to pick one. Like, Mallow, like, if she a grass type trainer, I'm a grass type trainer. And then I'm already planning on putting the SpongeBob licking gif on Kiawe. And then freaking Sophocles just looks like that nigga. Like, we could just play video games all day.
True. He's even got that classic link cable shirt on.
True. I didn't even look at that. I was looking at his
Game
like.
Boy link cable there.
I was looking at his belt buckle. I wasn't even looking at his shirt. Yo, that's true. And also his flames scarf, the freaking Pikachu tail scarf. I'm a fan. Where can I get one of those, Game Freak? Shoot, hook me up. The fuck?
What's that on his little keychain there? He's got an electrode and he's got something else behind it.
It might be a, what is it called? Bouncella? It might be a Bouncella.
Yes.
I'm not sure. It's literally just green, and they don't show enough of it for you to see.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be able to walk around him at some point. You'll be able to see what it is. But yeah, that is true. I don't know. I think they're all really cool. Do you have a favorite?
Hard to pick. Probably between, how do you say his name? Kiao or something like that, and Mallow. But I did find interesting, you kind of brought it up with, what's his name, Sophocles, belt buckle, how he's got the little symbol there, like it's a little, kind of like a cross, or like a four-leaf clover kind of thing, with one of them coloured in at the top, and they've all kind of got that.
Wait,
so
true.
Lana's got that coming off from, kind of where her little tie on her
her little side thing.
Yeah, they've all kind of got it on their around their belt area, apart from Kiao, who's got it on a necklace.
I mean, he's different. So.
I mean, he's different in that he's the only one that's topless.
He's the only black one, even though
that too.
Mallow and Lana are definitely darker than young Sophocles over here. He must have moved here. He must have moved to the Alola region.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or he's just inside all day. He's one of those
or
people.
That.
He's
or
one of
he's
those
10.
You said, or he's 10.
Or he's 10.
Oh yeah, 10-year-olds aren't allowed to be brown.
Not what I was saying, but let's move on.
It was still funny. Anyway, I think the last thing on that thing was Kahunas lead each island. I know you're having a little trouble getting each thing loaded, so just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm good to go now. It looks a bit better now.
Each of Alola's 4 islands has a leader called the Island Kahuna, who governs the island of one day I'll learn how to read. Kahunas are chosen by the Pokemon as guardian deities, which are also found on each island. So, good thing to note, which I'm really happy about, is the totems are not the guardian deities. Because I was about to be real mad. If Tapu Koko was on the same level as Gumshoes. Hala is a kahuna of Melemele Island, where you have just moved to, and is also your rival Hall's grandfather. His skill is renowned in the Alola region. He gives you the first partner Pokemon and expect great things from you. Okay, so this just made me mad, because he was deaf talking, like low-key third person in one of those trailers, because he goes, and how, grandson of the kahuna. So, your grandson? Nigga.
So, Professor Oak, confirmed?
Hala is Professor Oak confirmed.
I mean, it's basically the same as Generation 1 again, like, Professor's grandson is your rival.
But I mean, Hala's not the professor, though. He's just a kahuna.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but he gives you your starter Pokemon.
True. The person who gives you your starter is grandson, follows you around. But they're changing it up because he's getting the Pokemon weaker to you. Which makes me think that there's a secret rival somewhere. Like, maybe we'll get something a la Silver Gen 2, where someone steals a Pokemon.
Maybe it's that Lily girl.
Nah, because she's riding with you on a boat at some point. And I feel like if she stole a Pokemon, you wouldn't be like, hey, Lily, like, come hang out with me, fam. Yo, what if she steals a Pokemon and no one knows all, like, the whole game, and then she's just the champion at the end with the evolved form of whatever's strongest to your starter?
Or she's the leader of the evil team.
True.
Oh, conspiracies.
Lily is evil, confirmed.
True.
But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. So, speaking on like how there's all these like trials and stuff, do you think there's gonna be a Elite Four and a champion in this gen.
What I thought that what's their names, Kahunas, I thought they were going to be like the Elite Four.
Me too.
But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, which kind of throws me off a little bit. I don't think there's going to be an Elite Four, but there might be a champion.
Okay, I can see
Which
that.
is kind of strange.
I can see that. That's kind of weird,
because these island, these Kahunas are like the strongest, or the chosen from the deities on the island. Like, they are what I would have thought would have been the Elite Four.
Right.
There can't really be many stronger than those trainers.
True.
In that region, I think.
I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
Which kind of makes me think we're going back somewhere else.
Yo, can you imagine just going back somewhere else for a second? Let's just think about that for a second. That'd be great. Yo, you get sent to Kalos, and it's just the entire Kalos story, and you're actually Callum.
It's the Z Saga.
The Z Saga.
So instead of Pokemon Z, it's the Z Saga.
But it's a prequel. And you're, because people were saying how this character looks like Callum's son. What if you're actually Callum's dad?
Yo.
I
don't know.
I really just said that because I said dad on accident. But yo, I don't know. I feel like going back to Kalos kind of needs to be a thing, because I feel like people are gonna, as much as people say, oh, I want a new formula, I feel like people are gonna miss the old formula.
Yeah, another thing I got from this was that Mega Evolution doesn't seem to be coming back anytime soon.
True.
Today we thought, oh, we're gonna get Megas, and then we saw that huge, big ass Executor tree, and we were like, oh wow, oh no, it's a Alola Executor?
Alola Executor? I mean, I guess it makes sense. Alola would have a different type of palm tree.
Yep, I could see it, but I just think it looks really ridiculous.
Yo, it's the funniest thing ever. Even though that Vulpix, though, it's so...
Oh, no, that Ninetales, though.
Can I have it? Can I have it now? Instead of Fire Vulpix on Pokemon Go, can they just put that Vulpix in?
Oh, true.
Vulpix is in my top 10 favorite Fire-type Pokemon, and I'm about to add it to my top 10 favorite Ice-type Pokemon list as well.
I feel a bit sad for, as cool as they look, Sandslash and Sandshrew kind of
get bodied by a Mach Punch? Or an Ember?
Yeah.
Or really any move, because Ice-type is a terribly defensive type.
They took the best defensive typing and the worst defensive typing,
smushed them together and said, here goes your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I don't know what to take from that.
Is there another Ice-Steel type?
It was cool. Not I know of.
I couldn't think of any.
There's a Water Steel in Empoleon. Oh wait, that's Discord I'm opening again. What just happened there?
Wait, that's Discord. I don't know. But
let me just look at this real quick.
Since we've kind of devolved from talking about the Rite of Challenge, I'm tired, okay? I think we're gonna wrap this up. Me and Mapson are definitely gonna keep talking, because I come up with the most ridiculous theories when I talk to this guy. By ridiculous theories, I mean I just say weird random stuff until he laughs. So with that being said, Mapson, you want to say goodbye to the people?
Bye.
I'm gonna try and teach him not to be a bully, guys. We're working on it. Anyway, click the like if you're hyped for Sun and Moon news. Subscribe if we made you chuckle. And remember, chaos is life and chaos is love. Otter Out.